Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Memo Brown and today I want to talk to you guys about Trashy TV. My hair is frizzy today. I want to be like a curly hair ambassador, but like I'm not really doing much for myself putting it out there on YouTube like this, am I? Fucking hell. No one's gonna scout me. Maybe they will scout me because they can see I need help. Excuse the background guys, because I just couldn't be bothered to set up alright today and I just thought, you know what, I'm just chatting anyway, so you're just gonna have to put up with whatever's going on right about now. Well, I don't just read books, I watch a lot of telly as well. So I just wanted to do a little video to talk to you guys about the trashy TV that I watch. I'm always getting had a go at about the sort of stuff that I watch, and I don't know why everyone seems to be so angry at me about my choice of TV watching. But the thing is, I don't just watch trashy TV. I love a good documentary, like love a serial killer documentary, love it. I love dramas, like I'm really into gritty, especially gritty English dramas, like a good ITV drama I'm all there for. I do love a good series. If you haven't watched my series to watch, check it out. I love a good series with a really good plot line, so it's not like I just watch trashy TV. And I'm not trying to defend myself because I don't care. It's more about the fact that I do have like a plethora of TV that I watch, or a variety of TV that I watch, but I do also just have like, it's a proper like soft spot for trashy TV. Anyway, let me get into it. Why I watch trashy TV and why you should as well. And why everyone should stop turning their nose up at me for watching it. So first of all, I've got to define what I mean by trashy TV, because some people might not be sure. And they might be sitting there thinking, oh my God, do I watch trashy TV? Do I even know that I'm trashy? Am I a trash can? You need to know what trashy TV is. So I'm just going to list off some of my favourites. Love Island, Love at First Sight, Married at First Sight, English, American, Australian, all of it. Selling Sunset, Ex on the Beach, Housewives, Housewives of Anywhere, Bake Off. Does Bake Off count? Bake Off. Oh my God, say yes to the dress. First Dates, Ex on the Beach, Wife Swap, that's a good one. Coach Trip, Come Dine With Me, etc, etc. Anything that basically includes dating, any dating shows, trash. Anything where people do things like blindfolded, trash. And anything with just weird members of the public, trashy TV. When they're editing, you can see that the editors and the cameramen are taking the piss out of the people in it. That's trashy TV. I love it. I love Saki editing so much. Like, what I mean is, you know, when people don't know that they're having the piss taken out of them, it's so good. Like, they're so good with it on Come Dine With Me. Like, how they catch these weird people in these positions, I just don't know. Also, when I say Housewives, just as a side note, I haven't actually watched all of the Housewives.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Housewives, Housewives of Anywhere.
Oh my God, stop you fucking lying.
The only one I did watch was Housewives of Atlanta because they're blacks. Like, if there's a black version of something, I'm gonna watch it, do you know what I mean? Like, I just have to. It was the same way like when John Boyega was in Star Wars. I've never cared ever about Star Wars, still don't care about it, but I went to see it because there's a black guy in it, do you know what I mean? There's a black guy in it and a woman, so I was there. So yeah, I've watched Housewives of Atlanta, but other than that, I haven't really watched the other Housewives stuff, but I could easily get into it. Like, trash, I'm there. Like, I could get into that easily. Trashy drama, fights, everything, do you know what I mean? I'm there. So why do I watch trashy TV? My first thing is escapism. You can watch trash TV and not have to worry about what's going on in the real world, what's going on that's serious, no pandemics, no illnesses, nothing. You can watch reality TV, get soaked up in the trash, get soaked up in their sob stories, and then you're all right because you're not dealing with your own shit. So part of the reason I watch it is for escapism, to escape my own reality into someone else's reality. And it feels so unimportant. Like, I just feel like they're so trivial and so unimportant that, I don't know, it just doesn't feel real to me, which I like, even though it's real reality. Another reason that I watch trashy TV is because it's relevant and it's popular and it's topical and it's addictive. If you're watching something that's trashy TV, you get invested in it and like it starts to become like you know them and you don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be watching Love Island and be like, oh my God, can you believe that she did that? Like, I never thought she had it in her. Like, I really thought more of her than that. And it's like, I don't even know her, but I was talking about her like she's my friend. I think it's addictive. Like when you're watching it every day, you really start to know these people and you start to like become seriously invested in their relationships or situationships or whatever they're doing or whoever they're beefing with this time. So it's addictive, and you feel like, for me anyway, I feel like I have to finish it. Like I have to know the outcome, and then I have to sit and Google it for like 2 hours afterwards so that I know where they're at now. Do you know what I mean? Another reason, it's popular, it's topical, it's current. Like when Love Island's on, you know, you get these people that are like, I don't watch that trash. Okay, cool. You're so cultured and educated. I get it. Cool. But like, I want to know what's happening. I don't care. Like, I'm one of them people. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what everyone's talking about. And I want to know who Amber is or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And if I didn't, I just think like some of those people, like, you just get left out of conversations, and I want to be in the conversations. Don't care. I don't care how lame and basic that is. It's the truth. It's popular. And I remember watching Love Island, and every day Sideman, if you don't know Sideman, check him out. Sideman was doing his like reviews, his like quick Instagram reviews, and for sure like he was definitely doing it as a Lucozade advert and whatever, which was fine. I needed to keep up to date with what was happening on Love Island so that I could keep up to date with his reviews, because I just don't like to be left out. Like, is that bad? Do I have really bad FOMO all the time? Maybe. Another reason, sometimes life is just too hard. Like, life gets heavy sometimes, you know, and sometimes we just need, like I said in point number 1, we need that escapism. We don't want to be always watching something so serious. Like I said, I like a good, you know, serial killer documentary, but sometimes I don't want to watch something about serial killers. I just want to watch people argue about not getting invited to parties and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not, we don't want that serious stuff. I felt this particularly so when everything was happening to do with Black Lives Matters and the protests that were happening. Obviously I was so heavily involved and I was so vocal about it, and I was reading about it and I was talking about it, and I was having difficult conversations, and I was watching documentaries about police brutality, and I was reading stories of racism. I was discussing it with family members, and I was crying about it, and I was doing it at work, and I was speaking to my kids about it, and it was so taking over my life. Everything that was happening was so real and so emotional and so prevalent for me that I didn't want to go and watch a serious documentary about racism. I didn't want to go and watch another black man being killed on the news. I didn't want to read about it. And don't get me wrong, I love Akala. One of my favourite books, Akala Natives, amazing. Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race, brilliant book. But I didn't want to. It was hurting me at that time. So I needed my trashy TV to take me away from it. And this is not an excuse, and I'm not trying to get emotional to like convince you that I'm okay. But I needed that. Life is hard, life is heavy, and it gets on top of you sometimes. And sometimes you need something like a little bit of first dates just to cheer you up a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Juliet, real talk. Do you like a man with hair or no hair?
Hair.
Another reason I watch it is because of pure wonderment. Where do they find these people? Where do they find these people that they put on these shows? They're all so weird.
See what that tastes like.
Verdict?
Perfect.
And they just seem so, I don't even want to be rude, so naive. And yeah, some of them act like they aren't on a show, like they didn't know that the producers were going to plan that. And I'm just a bit like, come on, you knew that was going to happen. But I just get enjoyment of watching these people in these awkward situations. Like, why are the people on Come Dine With Me so awkward all the time? And I just watch them in wonderment, in amazement. Like, do you exist? Another reason I watch it is because they're such good time fillers. I do like listening to a lot of music. Like, I do listen to music, but sometimes like you can't always be blaring out music in the house when you live with other people. So I like to put on these trashy TV in the background just to pass the time whilst I'm getting ready, doing my makeup, doing my hair, when I do my hair, when I'm cleaning, or even when I'm editing sometimes and I'm just watching myself. I just have it like in the background because I just like that as well. So it's a really good time filler. It's good to have on in the background, and you don't have to really sit and concentrate. If you're watching something like Ozark or like Snowfall or whatever, you have to really listen to the story, but like you could zone in and out. I like not having too much pressure. And so my last point is, why not? The reason I watch it is because why the hell not? Why should anyone dictate to me that I should have to watch intellectual things all the time? I read depressing books, I watch stuff all the time, I'm working, and sometimes I just think, not everyday intellectual, not everyday cultured, not everyday educated. Sometimes I just want to watch shit. So, if you are a lover of trashy TV as well, please let me know what is your favourite trashy TV programme, and if I haven't watched it, I'll get on it. I would probably say, at the moment, my favourite is Married at First Sight, but Australia has to be the Australian one. The Australian one is so good. That's probably my favourite at the moment, but I go through phases. Like, when I was at uni, I used to be obsessed with Say Yes to the Dress. Shout out to Becky, Emily and Joe. We used to watch it together all the time. Say Yes to the Dress was like my favourite at the time, but I haven't watched it in years. My favourite right now is Married at First Sight Australia. I literally cannot top it. Absolutely love it. So I go through weird phases, but let me know what your phase is of trashy TV at the moment, or if you hate trashy TV, let me know as well. If you've liked what I've done today, if you liked what I've spoken about, even though it's just me chatting rubbish, then please just let me know. Like the video, subscribe and comment and let me know, and that's it. Yeah, I'm off to watch some shitty TV now. I'm off to watch some trash. Thanks for watching.